श्री साई राम। मेरा कोटि कोटि प्रणाम भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा के कमल रूपी चरणों में समर्पित। It is with His grace only that today I am here to narrate an incident which brought me into the fold of Bhagwan Baba, which had left a profound influence on me. It is always a matter of happy that we recall the time gone by. The memory of those points which we have spent with Baba are always a matter of happiness. I am a retired army officer, served in the army for 33 years. I served with police force also for 8 years on deputation. There is a general practice in the army that we move after every 2 to 3 years on posting from one place to another, so that we all are well trained in all ops of war. Say it is jungle warfare, high altitude, desert area, and also on. I am always have been a happy-go-lucky person. I moved wherever I was ordered to go. It was year 1983 when I was posted to Tezpur. Being a golfer, I have been enjoying my golfing with my friends. There I met an golfer officer who was ardent devotee of Bhagwan Sat Sai Baba. Whenever we used to meet, he used to give the stories of Bhagwan, his personal experiences and Bhagwan's miracles. He always have been telling a story. We were very keen in listening all those stories. By now we have become good friends. So one day he invited me to his residence for breakfast. After breakfast, he took us to his puja room. There I saw there were 10, 12 photographs, well-framed photographs of various size. It was surprising to see that out of some photos, vibhuti and some honey was oozing out in a substantial quantity. And he has placed a plate under those photographs so that for the collection of this thing. I really, because I was not a Sai devotee, I made a little sarcastic fun, which was not liked by lady, and she came, Major Rathi. It is not a fun. It is Bhagwan blessings to us, Bhagwan blessings for us, and he has shown his presence over here. I accepted. I couldn't answer to her, and we started going. The Colonel Saxena, he brought one photograph, wrapped in the proper paper, handed over to me, and I gladly accepted as a good gesture. Because in army, we respect all the religions. We celebrate all the festivals of all the religions, wherever you are posted. This thing. I went to my house, kept this photo in my puja room. Literally, I forgot after that. Meanwhile, I was moving from a place to B as per order. It was again 1989. I was posted to Dimapur, a hostile infected area. There, though I was not happy with this posting, because my posting this time should have been to a better place. Anyhow, since I told that I am happy-go-lucky person, so I enjoyed there. But one more thing they have given, the family accommodation was provided to me, and I have brought my family, so I was staying with my family in this. After some time, a senior officer from the army headquarters who was responsible for posting and promotion of the army people, army officers. I explained him my profile, posting profile, and he agreed there was an injustice done with you. So we will rectify it, and you give me a name. I will post you there only on completion of this tenure. As all of a sudden, I was very happy, and I gave him name Calcutta. That my choice is Calcutta. He agreed and he said, you will be posted. At home, at lunch table, I gave this news to my wife. She was not happy. She said, a posting to Southern Command would have been much better than the posting in Calcutta from various angles. I did realize it, but it was quite late and I could not change my decision. Anyhow, all of a sudden, I recollected about the photograph of Baba and the Colonel Saxena's weddings. I immediately went to my puja room, unfolded the Bhagwan photos, and I pleaded Swami with folded hand to help me out of this situation. My posting may be issued anywhere in any appointments in the Southern Commands. Again, in due course of time, my unit had moved to Srinagar Valley, and thereafter, when due date was coming, when the due time was coming for the posting, I rang up one day to the army headquarters to find out where I am being posted. So that day I couldn't get reply, but next day their phone came. He said, Rathi, we are searching you for the last 3 days. You are not available. My sir, I was busy here and there. I just said, now your posting, this is regarding your posting to the Calcutta is not being considered, but we are giving you better place than this. And that place is Bangalore. Moment I heard the word Bangalore, I was totally speechless. I was excited, and know what came out of my mouth. Probably the person who was other side, he thought I am not happy with this posting. So he said, damn it, this posting is better than Calcutta, and you are going there as a training officer, and you will move. In due course time, I moved to Bangalore. On reaching Bangalore, I found that my commandant, who had asked me posting by name, was also Sai devotee. So he used to go on all Sundays and holidays to do seva in the white field. I started accompanying him, and I used to go on every Sunday or holidays with Colonel Toor, who was the commandant of my training center, with him. After some time, some Jawans also accompanied us, and we were going at least 20 boys, and we both the officers have been going there with pack lunch on districts. We will go all in the morning and remain till evening at district. We used to get a very good prasad every time. One day, one of the Jawan, he requested, okay, sir, why can't we have one day prasad from the Bhagwan hands? So I didn't speak, but Colonel Toor said, okay, you want it? Stand in queue, fold your hand, pray at Bhagwan. Okay, you should give us prasad. After about 2-3 weeks, there was a day when Bhagwan has called us, all of us. We stood out of the gate and we had Pada Namaskar and prasad from the Bhagwan himself. Thereafter, I never looked back from this. I would also like to narrate a personal incident which I always remember as turning point of my life. It was month of January 2012. We were still morosed after our Lord had left his mortal body. We were discussing our plan for forthcoming Shivratri celebration. Some of our devotees were interested to celebrate it for 2 to 3 hours or 3 hours only, that is 6 to 9 o'clock. But I insist that we should celebrate as usual from 6 p.m. to next day CM, 6 a.m. With great reluctance, my proposal was accepted and celebration started on as per the program. Round about 2 o'clock in the morning, I got a telephone call from my residential society, residential society, that there is a big problem in our society in which our some residents are also involved. Your presence is very much required, so please could you come over? I could not avoid the telephone call. I came out of the bhajan hall, consulted 2 3 signed devotees. They also said, okay, you go. The situation at the RWA engrossed me for the rest of the night, and I could not go for the Shivratri Bhajan. As a result of this, somebody propagated against me that Karnal Rathi was the only person who insisted upon holding throughout night bhajan, and he himself gone away from there without informing us. As a result of this, at every gathering, he started ignoring me, and I was totally isolated. I felt very bad, and it became very painful for me. There were sleepless nights for me for months together. I was totally cut down. In my own language, we say, "Hukka pani band." It was amounted to that. One day, I got up from my bed, came in my puja stall, sat in front of Bhagwan, and I wept like anything for about 15 to 20 minutes, and all my sorrows, all my angerness vanished that time. And then I asked Bhagwan, what is my mistake? As per your teaching, I should have gone to the place where I was needed at the time and not the bhajan stage. This is your teaching. Now, where is my fault? Literally, I cried from my heart, asked what mistake I did. I simply requested that Swami, Prabhu, the devotees have been telling that Bhagwan has given this indication. I did this. Everybody was most of the devotees have been saying that Bhagwan give us indication and yesterday. You may have given me so many indication, but I did not understand nor I acted upon them. I want clear instruction from you. Else, I will revert my devotion to Lord Hanuman, whom I had been worshipping since my childhood. And then left the place, went to sleep. And that was the first night when I had some sound sleep after months together sleep. I used to have daily darshan of Bhagwan from a particular point in the Meghdootam Park, from where a large portrait of Baba is told by our one devotee Dhruv Sachdeva, who is an ardent devotee of Bhagwan and ex-student of Bhagwan. He had installed this thing on its eighth floor. On eighth floor. So then it was my daily practice to take blessings of Bhagwan here. One day, when I was bowing in front of Bhagwan, somebody questioned me, whom you are bowing now? Instantly, I said, I looked up at the eighth floor, tried to show him the portrait, but I could not see that. I saw only on the seventh floor balcony, Bhagwan himself is strolling. Again, I folded my hand and tears came in my hand. Tears of joy came in my from my eyes. It was full of this thing. I couldn't speak again anything, and I said, Bhagwan, you have given me blessing, and I understood your direction. I will not leave you, come may what in my life. I was fully immersed in the Sakshat Darshan of Bhagwan Baba. All my doubts, disappointments vanished in no time. No sorrow can come to a person who has Sai in his heart firmly. You take one step towards Bhagwan, she will take 1,000 steps towards you. There and then I took oath that Bhagwan, I will not leave you, come what in my life. Om Shri Sai Ram.